My name is Jessica Vallet, and we've been together approximately 26 months, married at 16 and together 10 before. And this is my husband, Paul.
Hello. I guess I had always been attracted to black women, just didn't know it. Now I know why I was such a failure in high school, when it came to dating scene especially, because I never was happy. And they say you never marry someone that you want to be with. You marry somebody that you can't be without. And when you find someone that you can't be without, you know it. And the very first day that we met and spoke was chaos, because I felt like a stalker. And that's how the day went, because I made up my mind that this is what I wanted to do, and I went after it feverishly. And she was a little thrown back by it, and finally she said, she was doing her job and I was doing mine, and she said, "Do you have a telephone?" I said, "Yeah." "Give it here." So I reached, she's going to steal my telephone. So she took it and she put in her number and she put in her name. "That's my name and that's my number. Call me." And she closed the phone. So it was like, I'm at work. So I did, and we went out later on that week twice, and we've been together ever since.
I just couldn't get over the fact that it seemed like he was stalking me, which was a little creepy at first. But just over time, just getting to be able to talk to him and get to know him, and just finding that we had a lot of common ground. We had a lot of same wavelengths about different things, music, all kinds of stuff. So it ended up being, I guess, something that went from, "I think you're kind of creepy," to, "No, wait, you just had a really intense approach and you're okay."
Oh, my family was horrified, with the exception of my dad. But my mother fell and broke her hip. And we thought, at 82 years old, and severe osteoporosis, she has an aneurysm in her aorta. So there were some other, a couple of minor medical complications. So Jessica became a staple for Mama. She stood with my mother, and she helped her every day, every night. And they took their relationship from a standoff point where they had to caution themselves before they spoke, where they had to preface everything so they wouldn't upset the other person. And they went from that to drowning in the water together with Mom in the hospital.
My family primarily was pretty supportive. Little bit of friction, more worried about age than race. Some of my family had already predicted I would end up with an old white man, as they said. So they weren't terribly shocked when I came home with Paul.
Her dad was raised in New Orleans, hardcore, went to jail quite a few times over some white boys. And when he found out I was white, and when he found out I was older, oh my God, he hated me, and there was no doubt about it, right from the very beginning. But we had small connections, and you have to exploit them to get in one foot in the door. I'm the one that wants to marry his daughter. The burden is mine. So I have to prove that I'm worthy of her. So that was my objective. I know for a fact that persistence overcomes resistance. So if you're persistent and you're consistent, you'll overcome. At our wedding, preacher was fixing to start the proceedings, and I stepped forward and I said, "Excuse me, I have something to do first." So in front of my family, their family, I walked over there and got down on my knees, and I asked him if I could marry his daughter. And I asked him in front of everybody. And he gave her away twice. So he gave her away to me, and when I got back up there, he said, "Yeah, you marry her again."
Oh, in fact, well then that would make 3, because the minister asked, "Who gives this woman?" "I do."
Yeah, he started that again.
do.
I do, give away, I do.
Every person deserves to have their happiness. You may have a certain little box that you expect your happiness to come in, but that it's never good to limit yourself. The person that you think it's going to be may not look exactly like you or what you expect them to look like, but that the most important thing in the world, no matter who you choose to love and who you choose to marry, is that you have to be happy and that you need love, because it's just some hard times. So you're going to need a lot of love to make it through those difficult times.
The advice I would have for anybody, it doesn't matter what you're doing, is don't give up. And always remember, if it was easy, everybody would do it. But it's not easy. There are so many failed relationships, and there are so many people that die unhappy. And they never really know what it's like to be loved. My youngest boy, he's 26 now, he said, "Daddy, don't marry her. Don't marry her. She's brand new, Daddy. Don't marry her. Don't marry her, Daddy. She's just like all the rest of them. Daddy, just date her, do whatever, then give her up. Don't marry her. She's brand new." I said, "Man, I've been waiting on her all my life. It's her I've been waiting on."